Oh my goodness, what did we just watch? So this match was basically a match of two halves. The first half was pretty boring, pretty insipid. Nothing happened. I literally could have traveled somewhere and come back and I would have missed a single thing. It was the weirdest thing. And by the time the second half had come through, I was literally drained out of energy that by the time Broya had scored his first goal, I wasn't even happy. I was just watching because I was like, what is going to happen? But then luckily, changes were made. Silva came in, scored the second goal. Sterling scored a beautiful free kick. And then Enzo scored the last goal, which it took about 3 hours for VAR to check, even though it was pretty obvious that he had scored. And, we got a good advancement into the next round. Hopefully, Arsenal and Liverpool, one of them will knock each other out so that in case we meet another team or meet one of them, would meet another team. But anyways, that was the FA Cup. So let's just quickly go over the players. Petrovic was cool. He hasn't made a blunder the way Sanchez has made it. So it's pretty obvious to see that he could be in contention and continuing onwards even when Sanchez is back. Alfie Gilchrist on the right was amazing. That's our future John Terry. He did well. I was wondering why he didn't play the whole match, but maybe it's, due to his youth. Colwill and Disasi in the middle were just Colwill and Disasi in the middle. Disasi is pretty slow. I didn't even notice that, but he didn't do much. Gusto playing on the left was another weird decision, but he put in another great performance today. The midfield, we had the obvious pivot of Caicedo and Fernandes. Something is just not right about those two. But again, we are blaming Pochettino for that one. Then up front, we had Cole Palmer in the center, and then I think we had Sterling on the left, and who was on the right? No, Modric was on the left and Sterling was on the right, I believe. But anyways, that combination was just suspect somehow. Modric, I don't know, most people said he did well. Actually, yeah, he actually did pretty well. He was doing well, he was doing the flicks, he was going back and forth, but again, he was sent off. No, sorry, not sent off, but taken off. Sterling on the other side is strange. Sterling kind of plays like a professor that knows what he's doing, but he wants to impress too much, and so he says too many words, stutters over himself, and then blames you, the listener, for not hearing what he said properly. Hopefully that analogy works and it's easily understandable, but that's how Sterling plays. Then up front we had Broya. Broya was poor today, even though he scored a great goal, almost got a second goal because he's more physical than Jackson. And by the time Pochettino brought in the subs, they made such a difference. Look at the difference Thiago Silva made. Look at the difference Noni Madueke made. And I love Madueke because in a team of Chelsea in which we love playing sideways and backwards, he's one of the players that actually goes forward. He dribbles, he creates a difference. Remember, his play was what kind of caused Thiago Silva to score the second goal, if you think about it. And then we got the good old Denzel Washington to come in and play. Even though he didn't touch the ball, he was still there. And then we got Golding coming on, a 17-year-old that almost scored. If he had scored on this first or second touch, how crazy would that have been? But anyways, Cole Palmer was weird. I don't know, he kind of looks lethargic. Maybe he needs a rest, or something like that. But anyways, as I said before, Pochettino is looking to get fired because he keeps making these tactical errors that's just like, what are you doing? But anyways, it's another step towards the FA Cup, and we got to talk about injuries because it's pretty crazy. We got Nkunku, who was suffering from a hip injury. We have Kani and Chilwell coming back. Hopefully they don't get injured again. Lavia is still injured even though he just came back. Reese, of course, is still out. Cucurella is still out. Badiashile is still out. A whole bunch of people are still out. Ugochukwu is still out. We need to talk about what is going on with the fitness of these players, because even the youth and the experience are all getting injured. Anyways, what do you think?
As we don't have the capacity